Hello, welcome back to my channel. So once again, this is General Jokor, and today let's continue to discuss our topic, the therapeutic modalities. This is part 2 of your module 1. So before we start, I would like to ask you that if you're first time in this channel, please click to subscribe and also hit the notification bell for you to be updated in our upcoming videos. So let's start. So first, no, so the golden era of penology. So penologies, what is penology? So penology as a branch of criminology which deals with the management and administration of offenders. The word penology was coined by Dr. Francis Lieber. It simply means the treatment of criminals. So when we say penology, meaning to say it is a treatment of criminals inside the prison institution, so or else a rehabilitation of the offenders or criminals inside the jail or prison. The next one is the golden age of penology. So the period from 1870 to 1880 was considered the golden age of penology because of the following significant events. So first, money. The National Prisons Association in 1870 was organized in Cincinnati. The next one is the first International Prison Congress was held in 1872 at London, which established the International Penal and Penitentiary Commission. And in 1875, its headquarters was established at Hague, the Netherlands. The next one is the Elmira Reformatory was established in New York in 1876. And then the first separate institution for women was established in Indiana and Massachusetts. So those are the golden age, no, in the 1870. Then next to corrections. So what is corrections? So since we are very familiar of what is correction, no, it is the branch of the administration of the criminal justice charged with the responsibility for the custody, supervision, and rehabilitation of the convicted offenders. So when we say correction, no, it's the branch of administration of the criminal justice. So we all know that the correction is part of the one of the 5 pillars of criminal justice system. Also the fourth pillar, no, of criminal justice system, and considered as the weakest pillar of criminal justice system ang correction. So mo ni ang gitawag the weakest pillar ang corrections. Then there are two forms of correction. First is the institutional correction and the the community-based or non-institutional correction. So when we say non-institutional, the treatment of the offenders is in the community. So either parole or provision. So those are mga examples of community-based correction. The rehabilitation of the offenders is based on community. While the institutional correction, ang rehabilitation niya is ato sa jail or prison. Muna ang institutional ato sa bilangguan or sa presuhan ang rehabilitation. Then let's move to rehabilitation. Is a punishment philosophy which assert that through proper correctional intervention, criminal can be reformed into a law-abiding citizen. So the term rehabilitation, no, sayon ra kay sabton nga the offender at a once na-convict, no, once he or she will be convicted of a crime in court, so adto na sa prison institution, dadto na sa dito for aside from punishment, also for rehabilitation of the offenders, so that when they return to the society, they will become a good and also a law-abiding citizen. So that's the purpose of rehabilitation. Next, we have the purpose of punishment. So mo ani, no, also to segregate offenders from the society. So once uh, ang offenders, no, i-confine siya into the prison institution for them to be segregated from the society. So next, to rehabilitate him, or so that upon na his return to the society, he shall be responsible and law-abiding. So muna akong gigang nanina. So para ang offenders, no, ang usa ka criminals, once nga ma-rehabilitate na through sa programs sa institution, prison institution, so inigbalik nila to society, they will become a law-abiding citizens. And there are two legal grounds for detaining a person, no? So mga legal grounds ni siya para ang usa ka tawo i-detain, no? Of course, for having commission of a crime. So he or she committed a crime. So dapat kung ang usa ka tawo makakommit og crime, makabiolate sa laws in our country, in our community or society, so of course i-detain yun na siya, no? And the next one is the violent insanity or any other ailment that need compulsory confinement for in hospital. So kung kanang mga person nga na insane, no, nga they have any violent reaction, no, mo na dapat i-detain sa na siya nga person. And also the rules on the admission, custody, and treatment of inmates. First, seek to promote discipline and to secure the reformation and safe custody of inmates. Next is shall be applied impartially without discrimination on grounds of race, color, sex, language, religion, and other opinion, national or social origin, properly birth or other status. So mo na ang rules of admission sa usa ka inmates in terms of custody and treatment, and shall be enforced with a firmness but tempered with understanding. And next one is the pre-release treatment. So it is the program specifically designed and given to a prisoner during a limited period prior to his release in order to give him an opportunity to adjust himself from the regiment group like in prison or to the normal independent life and of a free individual. So next is the institutional custody, security, and control. So the aims of institutional security, so first is to prevent escape. So ang atong mga prisoners, so para dili na sila maka-escape, of course, our institution need for us and security. And the next one is to control in entry of contraband. So for the control of entry of contraband in our prison institution, need yun ang security. Kay kung walay security, dali ra makasud ang mga contrabands like mga drugs, no, mga armas, no. So daghan nga klase-klase sa mga contrabands, knives, ini illegal items nga ay pasulod dito sa ato ang prison institution, jail. That's what we call the contraband. Then maintenance of good order, of course, for security, because of the security presence in the prison institution, ma-maintain ang good order. Then let's define the custody. So custody as the guarding of penal safekeeping. It involves security measures lacking and counting routines procedures for searching prisoners and their living quarters and prevention of contrabands. So that's custody. Next is control. It involves supervision of prisoners to ensure punctual and orderly movement to the dormitories, place of work, church, hospitals, and recreational facilities in accordance with the daily schedule. So control, no, sayon ra kay sabto, no. The next one is contraband. So mo ni akong gingon while ago that anything that is contrary to prison rules and regulation, that is a contraband. And then next is the prison discipline. It is the accounting state of good order and behavior in prison. It includes the maintenance of geo standards of work, sanitation, safety education, personal health, and recreation. So man ang prison discipline. And next is the prevention discipline. No? It involves prompt correction of minor deviation before they become serious violations, which may be dealt with a reprimand or warning and issued with the deviation. So that's a prevention discipline. So next, trivial. It's trivial, and due to ignorance, lack of understanding, or the result of carelessness or faulty habits. So let's go to the diversification. So it is an administrative device of correctional institution for providing varied and flexible types of physical plans for the effective central control of the treatment programs of its in diversified population. So there are factors considered in diversification. First is age, then sex or gender, medical or mental conditions, degree of custody or most common use factors in diversification. So that's it, my dear students. So for our continuation of this video discussion, no, it's quite a short. No, maybe next time uh, we will discuss more about the therapeutic modalities, its history, and of course other topics. So thank you for watching, and before I end in this video, I would like to share it with you, this quote according to Colin Powell. So he said that a dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweet determination and hard work. So my dear guys, as a source of encouragement, so if you are dreaming to become a future police officer, you become successful in the future, so it takes sweat, determination, and hard work. So just do your best, just continue doing good in your studies, and so that tomorrow, you know, you will become successful. So thank you so much for watching in this short video. God bless you all. Bye bye.